our senior year, we had to start meeting with our career advisors and whatnot. And I knew I wanted to do something related to music, but I didn't know what, because I didn't know how the industry worked.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really a lot of stuff online of how the industry worked. Like now you can look up anything.
It's interesting.
You can look up anything. Like I can probably look up my whole like audio school experience like just online through YouTube now.
Yeah.
And at the time it was still like kind of new and trendy.
Really?
And it was really hidden as far as like how to get into it. So
Just 5 years ago.
yeah.
Just
totally.
5 years ago.
Totally, yeah. Totally.
So you were Googling stuff.
Yeah, I was trying to like find out information, and like I didn't know how anything worked.
Okay.
And I probably could have done a little more research, but it wasn't as easily accessible as it is now. So I told my career advisor and my business teacher that I wanted to do something related to music, and my dad was a mail carrier at the time, and he found this little tiny ad in a magazine for Full Sail University, and he was like, hey, you should check this out, it says something about recording.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So I looked it up, and it was such a dope school. Like literally the programs are recording arts, which is what I took, film, game design, like web design, game animation, like all these different like programs that are like in the realm of what like I want to do, like the creative multimedia type stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go there so bad, and I couldn't. It was just like in Florida, it was so far away from home. Like I didn't want to leave my family. Pretty scary thought. And I was actually like all set up to go to GCU because they were supposed to have a recording program here. And then last minute they called me and they're like, hey, we're not going to actually have it until your junior year of college.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so that means like you said might, it probably might not happen. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to like go here for 2 years and then all of a sudden it's like actually they just built the studio now.
Ooh.
Like a few months ago, they just finished building it. So, which nothing against them, is just it took a while. Like that stuff takes time.
So you lied. You basically lied to him, GCU.
But it was serious. Like I had my dorm room assignment, my student ID. Like I think I paid a deposit like for my classes,
Wow.
and so I was all ready to go. And then that happened, and my parents convinced me to just go to like GCC, Glendale Community, and I didn't want to, but I did for a semester, and I hated it. Like it was just way too slow for me. I felt like I could be doing so many other things, and like I was working at the time, but just like going to school full time, and I was only there like 3 days a week for like an hour. Like that didn't really make any sense to me. Like I would have preferred to take all the classes if possible. Like,
Why didn't you?
Because they had me set up on like the program for their audio, so it was like that's what I could take. So I really didn't like it, and then the next year I ended up going to Full Sail, and I packed everything up, and it was just like I can't be here. And I always felt that like through high school and like that first semester of college while I was here, that like this like kind of weird tug that I wasn't supposed to be here, but I didn't know where I was supposed to be. Like
Tug on the heart, huh?
Yeah, just like this weird tug, like I could be doing something else, and I didn't know what it was. And so I just like, decided to jump on a limb and make that move, and it was probably one of the best moves I've made for sure.
Wow. All right, so you get to Full Sail. You're in Florida. You touch down at some Florida airport, some big airport over there, whatever it's called, international airport.
Yep.
Tell me the feelings. Tell me about the struggles and being probably 19, I think, by that time, and you're just like, what the hell am I doing halfway across the country?
It was scary.
Yeah.
It was really scary. Yeah. Luckily
you're tall and not and a little intimidating. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I had a Mexi stash going on at that point, so like I was a little intimidating for sure. But no, it was scary. It was a big move. Like I remember getting on the plane like and leaving. Like I remember that moment.
Did you just have a suitcase of clothes? Like
I actually shipped my car.
Okay.
Threw a bunch of crap in there, and then I had a couple suitcases with me as well.
Okay.
And luckily, like I had been to Orlando before.
Nice.
Like when I decided I wanted to go there, like my parents were like, "Well, let's go check it out. Like let's see if you really do want to go there."
So then you all had to buy plane tickets.
Yeah, it's like. But actually, Full Sail, if you want to go visit, you can set it up with them, and they actually, I don't know if they still do this, but they paid for half of our tickets
well, that's
to
nice
come
of them.
check out the school. Yeah.
Nice.
So that was cool. So I got to go check out the school with my parents, kind of see the area, and I just like once I walked into the studio, like into one of the studios, I just that was it. Like,
That's it.
It sold. I mean, they do that on purpose, but definitely that sold the ticket, and I had to go there. So when I moved, I remember just that moment of like giving my mom a hug and knowing I was leaving, and like I don't cry, like I never cry.
Aww.
I definitely cried at that time, and got on the plane, and then it's like, all right, well crap, I'm really doing this. Like I start school next week.
Wow.
So I flew out there. I had some other family there that helped me move in and like get situated, and then they took off, and so like I was just in this whole new city. I didn't know anyone. And I had to go to student orientation, and like so it was really awkward. I've never put myself in situations like those.
Yeah.
But it was good. Like definitely leaving my comfort zone is what helped me grow the most. If I was here, I'd probably like be married, working at IHOP, and have like 4 kids. I'm sure.
Yeah.
And nothing against
Yeah.
that. Nothing against that. Like that, everyone has their own path, but it's just I felt something different for my life, and so I'm glad that I made that move, and that actually helped like further on when I decided I was going to move to LA, because I had already made a big move like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's LA, but it's like now I'm 6 hours away from home.
Yeah.
I'm like an hour and a half like plane ride from home. So I'm closer. I'm back on the west side now, like on the west coast, and like the humidity's gone. Like it's not going to rain every day. Like, you know, so that helped in that sense.
Really quick, going back to college, was there any pivotal points in college besides obviously you're going to school, taking your classes, doing what you love? Was there anything pivotal for you that, you know, made another life decision for you, or just made you realize something about yourself, or just kind of gave you a left turn or a right turn in a particular direction?
My college experience was really interesting. Full Sail's, the way I took the program was accelerated. So I finished a bachelor's degree in 20 months. Like my summer break was a week long. Yeah, we had class on the weekends. Like I think the only day I ever really had off was Sunday.
Whoa.
And I had school on Sundays sometimes. So